With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's the Mavericks to start out. Here's Irving. Outside for Davis. Off target with the three.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Back to Pirtle. The open shot, Barnes. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Clock at 2. Davis misses. Let's send it out to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Darko Rajakovic. Allie?
I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, that's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Irving. Takes it inside. This one for 3. And Davis is good for 3.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Pass to Barnes. Ingram on the wing. Three-pointer. Barnes, no good. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. Here's Marshall. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Oh, got that one up quick.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Davis. To the inside. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, B.A., this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
Fires from deep. And Dallas hits again from deep.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Yeah, this is how competitive Ingram is. Getting his revenge with a 3 of his own.
Pass to Marshall. Now Lively. Covered by Pirtle. There's a screen by Marshall. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Takes a 13-footer. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors trail by 7. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Barnes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Klay Thompson picks one up.
You'd like to see Scotty Barnes aggressive on the slash. This guy takes the initiative on the drive.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Attention fans, now on the court is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear it. All right, fans, time to fire off your t-shirts. We will one.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Now here's Gafford. Washington outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Puts up a three. Rebound Toronto.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And Washington over to help. They get it back. Kicks it to Quickly. And here is Barrett. On the take. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Back to Washington. Takes one from 10 feet. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Dallas on top, up by 5. And quarter number 2 will get underway. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can. A play like that can be a real shot in the arm for a squad. Maybe help them build a little momentum.
Hey, you love to see that kind of energy with the game hanging in the balance. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Emmanuel Quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra-aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Quickly. Outside Barnes. Launches it. Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. Raptors trail by 6. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
That one's good for 2. Now Quickly. They've been having major problems offensively. Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Christie. Takes a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Back to Barrett. Outside for Ingram. Outside Barnes. From outside the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram. Barnes has got 8.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Outside for Ingram. Quickly, outside. Outside Ingram. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Powell. To the wing on the left. Dinwiddie outside. A deep three. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And the Mavericks with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Quickly. Back to Ingram. Quickly outside. Kicks it out to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Davis with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Marshall. For three. Offensive rebound. That one is off. Raptors trail by 7. Now here's Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Davis on the double team. The three from Quickly. And again, Toronto no good. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Davis. Back to Marshall. Pass to Davis. Over Barrett. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
That's coming with force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
Irving attacking. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Ingram on the wing. Here's Barrett. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. Dallas leading by 7. Outside Irving. Davis a screen. Irving, that's good. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
An effective guard in the NBA has got to have the floater at his disposal. Go to work, Kyrie Irving. We see you, sir.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And so it's Dallas. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Raptors trail by 9. Quickly with the ball. Kicks it out to Barnes. Outside Ingram. Back to Barnes. Clock at 6. To the middle. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Pass to Barrett. And here's Quickly. And here is Barrett. Back to Quickly. Outside Ingram. It's Barnes on the wing. Sinks the tray. Barnes has got 11 points.
Well, those 3-point opportunities from the corner Those are shots that teams encourage. Scotty Barnes, no hesitation. Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Now here's Quickly. Outside Ingram. Quickly's got space. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Davis. Misses from close range. Right side Ingram. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Down low. Lively. And down it goes. 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
Here's Ingram. Kicks it to Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barrett. And here's Ingram. Defended by Thompson. 4-3. That shot off. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Now here's Lively. And he makes it on the layup. 6 points for him.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Back to Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Barrett. Defended by Thompson. Barrett into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
Irving looking around. Davis a screen. Irving with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And Davis slams it home.
So effective in screen and rolls. When Davis cuts hard like this, he's capable of getting quality looks. Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
1:24 left to play in the third quarter here. Too strong. Davis for 2.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, A.D. put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Inside. Here's Powell. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Barrett. There's the 3. Drops in the 3. Barrett's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
Dinwiddie with it. Started by Quickly. Fires the 3. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. They've led by as much as 10. Washington outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Pirtle to the paint. Here's quickly. Dinwiddie with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 9. Washington right side. And the Mavericks, another 3.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie. Just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Ingram double team. The 3 from Barnes. The Mavericks pull it in. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Knocks it down from distance.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Come to me, come to me.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And he's good on the second.
One thing you have to love about Spencer Dinwiddie is his confidence. Here's a guy who knows he belongs, and he's proving it with his play night after night.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1.
And the foul.
That free throw good from Barnes. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 9-point game. Powell outside. Pass to Irving. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
Quickly outside. Barrett with it. Kicks it to Quickly. 5 to shoot. And the foul called on Emmanuel Quickly. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Mavericks lead by 11. And here is Irving. Pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. And the shot falls short that time. Here's Toronto with the ball. Left side Ingram. Here's Pirtle. Here's Barrett. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me, I can finish anyway.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting the foul.
Good on the first. And that'll push the lead to double digits. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Outside Ingram. Fires the three. Nails it from three. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. From deep, gets the three ball to go. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Mavericks.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Anthony Davis.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Davis with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And Davis gets it to go.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Back to quickly. Just 5 on the clock.
And now quickly.
The three ball. Off target. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold.